and welcome to Sai Tejaswi Academy. In a series of videos for CSE and IT students, today we are going to see on planning. So in the previous video we have seen the first part of the unit 2, planning. So we have seen what we have seen. We have seen about basics of planning, MTO, management objective planning process we have seen. Hope it is clear for you. So now we will proceed to complete the remaining topics. So now in this video, decision making. We are going to see decision making, strategic management, policies, etc. So now let us see about decision making. So this I would like to handle in 2 parts. One will be the types and another is the process. So in types of decision making, let us see what are the types. Programmed, non-programmed decision making. So programmed decision making. What is programmed decision making? Programmed is, you are all CSE students. So means what is programmed? You are programming a process. Means you are writing code for that. So that process will be repetitive. So to avoid repetition, you are writing in the form of a code and executing it with the help of a program, software. Right? So that is program. So what you are doing a programming a repetitive process. So programmed decisions are made for repetitions. So what are the decisions which get repeated throughout the year, again and again. So those decisions will come under programmed decision. So for example, a teacher sets a timetable. So that's a repetitive thing. So that is a programmed decision. Non-programmed decision making. Non-programmed means it is for the time being, temporary. Suddenly a problem has come. For that you have to decide. So that is non-programmed decision making. So there is a emergency situation in the country. Government is planning to declare holiday. So your principal is deciding on whether to leave holiday tomorrow or not. So that is non-programmed decision making. So it will not come on daily basis. That is non-programmed. So major, minor. So major decisions are taken by at the strategic top management level, and this affects the very being of that company. So major decision means like budget, finance. I have to take loan. I have to establish partnership with another company. So that is major decision. Minor decision is, so there will be set of, for example, in a manufacturing process, there will be set of production schedule going on. Certain days production may be less or production may be more. So depending upon the demand and depending upon the number of available workers also. So in certain cases, for a day, a person has not come. So how a manager decides on that day, the person from another shift can come inside and do that work. So that is minor decision. So it is a company CEO need not come and take the decision. So that is minor decision. Routine, strategic. So in the same way, routine means day-to-day basis. Daily basis, what are the working hours, lunch hour, any extension of lunch hour is required by the workers. So these are production schedules, marketing strategy, all these are routine. Strategic, again to acquire a company, to get a loan, as I told you. That is strategic decision. Strategic means it is taken by the top level management. So there is a separate topic in strategic management we will see in the later part of the video. Organizational, personal. Anything related to the company is organizational decision. For example, what a person has to do in a company, what is his role. So he is posted, he has to be posted in a sector location in US. So that decision is organizational decision. Who has to be posted for what project? Sending a person for on-site. That will be an organizational decision. Personal decision. So I have a problem in my house. I want to go to a company today. I have a personal issue. I am not able to go. So today what I am going to do? I will call my HR, I will call my boss, tell my problem, and I will arrange an alternative for my duties, for my class, whatever it may be. So that is personal decision. Anything which affects me alone more than company. Which affects company alone is organization decision. Individual group. Certain decisions has to be taken by me. So as a teacher, today what I am going to teach in class, it's an individual decision. At the start of the semester, all the faculties of the department sit together and decide who has to take which class, which subject, who will be the class coordinator. So who will be in charge for certain things. That is group decision. That will be taken collectively under the leadership of the head of the department. So that is group decision. Policy operating. Policy means pertaining to company. So company's policy, HR policy, marketing policy, hiring policy, buyer policy. So that is policy which affects the integrity of the company. Operating policy, operating decision space, day-to-day operations, manufacturing, taking classes, whatever. So that is operating decision. So these are the types of decisions. Now let us see about the decision making process. So how a decision is made. We have seen the types of decision. Let us see the decision making process. So first what we do, we have a problem. So when does decision making arises? We have a problem. We have to decide this way or that way. So that is decision making, right? So what is the problem? Define the problem. Analyze the problem. So how the problem can be solved? What are the things can be done to solve the problem? So that will be defining and analyzing the problem. So once you define the problem, you clearly know where the problem lies and what are the things need to be done to solve the problem. Then you can propose alternative solutions to solve the problem. So this can be done. A, plan A can be done, plan B can be done, plan C can be done. So these are the alternative solutions. Evaluating alternative. So whether A has to be selected or B has to be selected or C has to be selected. If I select A, then the decision making will have this impact. When I decide B, then it will have this impact. C, it will have a lesser impact. So these resources will get affected by adopting this decision. So I have to choose and select the best alternative among A, B, C. So that is evaluating and selecting the best solution. So when you say selecting the best solution, it means among A, B, C, which has optimum cost. You should make sure the cost is optimum, benefits are maximum. So that is your optimum cost and maximum benefit. So such a decision is the best solution among the alternatives. So okay, I have selected the decision. I have to implement it. I have to inform my superiors, I have to inform my subordinates working under me how I am going to handle this. So that is implementing decisions. Okay, I have implemented the decision and the process is happening. Now it may yield the desired results, it may not, it may be in between. To some extent it may lead, to some extent it may not. So that is follow-up. I follow up with the process, I check, I make sure the decision which I have taken has reached the optimum level. If it has not happened, what is the corrective action I have to take in future? What modification I have to do in the decision making process so that I achieve the desired result. So that is the follow-up. So these are the steps involved in decision making. So this is the decision making process. We have seen types of decision and decision making process. we will continue and see strategic management. We have seen decision making process and types of decision making. Now we will move on to see strategic management. So what is strategic management? So when we say strategic management, the decisions which are taken at various levels, in certain companies, decisions are taken primarily at the top level and middle level maximum. The lower levels of management are not informed about the decisions. Suddenly they come to know and they execute whatever is said. So in that case, there is a communication gap between the company, various levels of the company. For that, we have evolved something called strategic management. In strategic management, the decision making involves all levels of the company, starting from the top to the bottommost level, operation levels, managers. So this is strategic management, and this is done to achieve the goals and objectives of the company. That is the primary thing. So what is strategic management? Strategic management involves all the managers at all levels, from top, middle, bottom to the operation level, and they are involved in decision making to achieve the goals, objectives of the company. That is the strategic management. Now we will see the strategic management process. So what are the steps involved in strategic management? First, strategic objectives and analysis. So when we say strategic objectives and analysis, we talk about something called vision, mission and values. So I will give you an activity wherein you have to find out vision and mission of your college. So, sir, in the lockdown, how to find out? No issues. You can go to your college website. Definitely, in the college website homepage, there will be vision and mission of your college, your institution. So you can go to any website of a corporate company. They will have their own vision and mission. So you read your college vision and mission. You read other colleges, other institutions, other companies, and try to find out how they have framed the vision and mission. So what is this vision? What is this mission? Vision is something an institution, a company, an industry will achieve, strive to achieve in another 10 to 15 years, long term goal. That is vision. I have a vision to become a global leader in training of a particular software. So that is my vision. So how I am going to attain this vision in another 5 years time, 1 year time, short term. What all I have to do so that I achieve my vision in a short period of time. That is mission. So vision is long term. Mission is short term. Vision is another 10 to 15 years what I am going to become. That is vision. Mission is for that another 1 year or 5 years what I am going to do. That is vision of the organization. Values. So what are the associated values? Certain companies will have certain values associated with it, with regard to society, with regard to doing certain philanthropic things. So, and how the employees behave in the company, how they are going to execute the business, they will have some values. So that is the third one, values. Right? So this is the strategic objective and analysis. I set my vision and mission and values. So next is a strategic formulation. Once I have set my vision, mission and values, I set my objectives, I plan how I will attain this vision and mission. What all I will require, what men, what material, how much finance I will require to attain my vision and mission. So that if I put together, then that is called strategic formulation. Then I have identified what I have to achieve. I have identified what I need to achieve. Now I go ahead and do it actually. Just we have seen thousands of instances wherein we will have a very good vision and mission. A company will have a very good mission, but they will fail to achieve at the end of the day. That is because the strategic implementation part will be wanting. They will lack the strategic implementation. So I have set up my vision, mission values. I have gathered how to achieve my vision, mission, but if I don't implement it, there is no point of doing these two things. So this is very important, strategic implementation. Okay, I have recruited people. I have taken in people to achieve my vision, mission. Is it enough if I take people, 100 people and allow them to work? So I should know how they work, I should know what they do, how they do. Are they doing it to achieve that mission? Everybody is doing work in this world. But are my company people, my workers, my staff working to achieve my mission of the company, organization? That I have to see. For that I have to train them. Training I have to do. I have to allocate funds. I have to allocate people. I have to allocate my resources for that. So that is strategic implementation. Right? So now I have set the company, I have set the company vision, mission. I have trained people, they are doing it fine. Now I have to find out whether my objectives has been attained or not. Just because I have cream of the society as my labor workforce, my staff, it doesn't mean that I achieve objective. I have to check whether I have achieved my objectives or not. To what extent I have achieved. I have achieved it fully, 60%, 40%. So if I know that only, then only I can take the corrective measure and repeat the process again if I am not able to achieve my objective 100%. So that is strategic evaluation and control. Evaluation means you have written an exam. You have written the answer sheet and given to me. I evaluate. Means what? Whether what I have taught you in class, whether you have reproduced it or you have implemented it correctly in form of answering questions. So that is what? Strategic evaluation and control. Okay? Now, hope you have understood the process. We have seen decision making, strategic management. Two concepts we have seen. We will take a break. As usual, pause the video. Think about what we have learned till now. Few easy questions I have asked. Go through it. Discuss in the class. Also, let me know in comments what do you feel about the answers. So, we will continue after you have completed answering the questions.
Now let us answer these questions. Question number 1. What are the types of decision making? Question number 2. List the steps of decision making process. 3. What is strategic formulation? 4. When will you apply strategic evaluation and control for a company? So these are the questions. Try and answer and discuss in the class.
Now we will continue and see planning tools and techniques. We have seen strategic management. So to implement strategic management, what is the tool I need? So there are 5 tools. We'll see one by one. SWOT analysis, Bcc Matrix, Porter's 5 forces model, gap analysis, balanced scorecard. So now let us see one by one. SWOT analysis. So anybody knows what is SWOT? If you have done in your life, SWOT. So SWOT is, S is for strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. strength, weakness, opportunity, threat is SWOT. This tool is done to evaluate the position of the company. You can evaluate yourself also with this tool. You can have your own SWOT. There are many apps available in Play Store. If you check, if you put SWOT and see, there are so many apps. You can do a SWOT of yourself. Before going for the interview, you can analyze yourself. Where is my, to improve your personality. So likewise, I need to improve my company. So what I should do before the name of the company, or also during the course of happening in the company, what is that I have to do to maximize my profit. So SWOT analysis. As I told you, strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. So strength. What is strength? What are all the positives I have, my company has? My company is independent of finance. I need not borrow anything. I have a huge capital background with me. That's my strength. I have the latest technology equipments with me. That is my strength. I have a best quality workforce with me. Cream of the society, IIT people I have to handle the organization. Then that is my strength. So that is, these are all the strengths you can enlist. So from your side, you can tell me what are the strengths you can think of a company. Side by side, you can also construct this table for yourself, your strength. Some may be good in language, some may be good in mathematics, some may be good in certain computer application. So that is your strength. Now we'll see about the weakness. So what is the disadvantage I'm having? So my company is located far away from the raw material location. So I have to spend huge amounts of money for bringing the raw material. That is my weakness. My workforce is not so much skilled. Then becomes my weakness. I have to borrow a lot of amount. I don't have a huge capital backing with me. Then that becomes the weakness. So that is your strength, weakness. Opportunity. So a company, when it sets up an organization, when it sets up a company, it will look for an opportunity to expand. Okay, I have this set of products I am manufacturing. How to expand? How to go for other products? Company does the research. How to develop it? So that is opportunity. So your BE graduates, you have to think in terms of, after I complete my computer science graduation or IT graduation, what are the opportunities I have? Where all I can apply for job? Or can I set up my own company? Or I can work as a faculty? So that is the opportunity. Threat. Threat can be in terms of external factors which affect your company. For example, there may be a political organization which is affecting my manufacturing process, my day-to-day functioning of the organization. So there may be natural threats, disasters. I may be located in a hilly region. So taking my product, taking my raw material up and bringing my finished good down may be a challenge to me. So that is a threat. So strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. So that is SWOT. So you have to understand this to apply into a company. Now you may be in exam, you may be given a case study wherein they will be given a specific company, you will be given information about the company, you have to do the SWOT for the company. So for that you have to practice by doing SWOT for yourself to start with, so that you can implement it for a company in future or next. Right. Now we'll move on to the next tool, BCG, Boston Consulting Group, Bcc Matrix. So this is the Bgp Matrix. Now we have two things in this. One is market growth rate, the other is relative market share. To maximize my profit, what I have to do? That is my aim with this tool. So with these two things I play around, I have 4 cases. We'll see what we do. I have a relative market share means what income I get out of a product. What is the profit I get out? That is relative market share. Market growth rate means how the product grows. Demand for the product increases. That is market growth rate. Okay. Some of my products are stars. Means there is a very high market growth rate. See the coordinates. You know graph now. Market growth rate will be high in case of stars. And relative market share will also be high. If market growth rate is high, relative market share is high, then that product is my star. I have to encash it fully to maximize my profit. That is star. Okay, cash cow. I have some products which yield a lot of profit, but their market share is very less. That means they are not prevalent so much in the market. They have only very less market share, but they give me huge profit. So that is cash cow. Problem child. My market growth rate is more, demand is less, but the profit I get out of the product is very less. Then that is problem child. Problem child means you have to think how you have to increase the profit out of it. It has very less market share. How to increase the market share, you have to think. So that is problem child. You have seen stars, cash cow, problem child. Now dog. What's a dog? So relative market share is also less. The product doesn't give me any profit. And market growth rate is also less. It doesn't grow, it doesn't give any profit. What I have to do then? I have to think of discontinuing the product. Yes? So to take such decision, I have a diverse range of products in my company, all products give me a good market share, which brings me a huge profit, which growth rate is more. Like that, I have to evaluate the products, classify them and concentrate how to improve those products or whether to abandon manufacturing such products. Because if the product is a dog, then there is no use of investing money in it for another 10 years. It is not going to give me profit, it is not going to give me growth rate. If it is a star, well and good. If it is a cash cow, I have to think how to increase my market growth rate. If it is a problem child, how to improve my profit out of it. I have to think. So you understand the difference. So BCG Matrix. We have seen SWOT analysis, BCG Matrix. We will proceed further to see other methods. Next we are going to see Porter 5 forces model. So this we are going to see. So what is Porter's 5 forces model? So this is a planning tool wherein you consider various factors which affect your company performance. So intra-industry rivalry. What is intra-industry rivalry? So can you think of two major mobile service providers? Jio, Airtel. So anything you can take. So I am taking Jio, Airtel. So these are the two major people. They provide internet and voice services in mobile. So in these two cases, they are rivals. Rivals means competitors. So within the industry of telecom, there are two major players competing with each other. That is intra-industry rivalry. Okay. Now, threat of a new entrant means new entrant, it can be in terms of a company, it can be in terms of a technology, it can be in terms of innovation and anything. So Up to now we have 4G mobiles. There is something called 5G coming inside. Latest. That is a new entry. Threat of new entry. So a company brings in 5G. Then these two people are in problem. They have to. Now Jio is going to offer 5G. So now they have to adapt. So that is the main thing in business. So threat of new entrants, some competitors, some new technology, some new product is coming inside. So that will affect my functioning of the company. Right? So bargaining powers of buyers. My customers. I have manufactured a mobile for say 30,000 rupees. Customer comes inside and asks a retailer to give it 25,000. So if one is asking, fine. If two is asking, fine. So if the major portion of the market they ask for 25,000, there is no other way. I have to come down to be in business. I cannot stick to my price and do business. I will be out of the industry. So that is bargaining power of buyers. Okay. Bargaining power of suppliers. I have my supplier. He is supplying chips for my IC chip for my mobile. He is supplying technology for various spare parts. So if he demands higher price, I have to give. I have no other. Take example of construction industry. Demand for sand is so much that we have switched to MSAN. So that is the power of supplier, bargaining power of supplier. If the raw material is less in market or if the raw material is costly, then he will demand more price. I have to give. But that is bargaining power of the supplier. Threat of substitutes. So any product will have a duplicate or will have a substitute for it. Cheaper substitute. So other companies will try and manufacture a product which is on par with my product in terms of technology, in terms of efficiency, but for a lower price. So that I have to take care. That I have to address. So threat for substitutes. So threat for new entrants, bargaining power of buyer, bargaining power of supplier, threat of intra-industry rivalry, threat of substitutes. So these are the five forces which govern the profit making of the company, which are the working of the company. We have to plan, we have to develop a tool, we have to take steps in such a way. We take into consider all the factors and then increase the profit share. Ultimately, increasing the profit of the company is the motto. So that is the Porter's five forces model. Gap analysis. So what is gap analysis? Gap analysis is something you visualize yourself. You are achieving a CGPA. You imagine what CGPA you are getting now. I am getting 6.5 CGPA. I am getting 7.2 CGPA. This is my final year or this is my third year. Next year or at the end of this semester, I have to achieve 8.5 CGPA and get a good job. So there are two things now. What is my present CGPA? 6.5. What is my aim at the end of the semester? 8.5. So 6.5 is the current state. 8.5 is the desired state. There is something in between standing. 6.5 and 8.5. What is that? 2. I have to increase my CGPA. What I have to do? I have to identify the gap. That is gap analysis. So you see a graph. Same thing I have represented in the form of graph. You will understand better. The graph is between time and corporate performance. Where we aim to be. Where we will end up if we do nothing. I want to achieve here. I want to go there. But now I am here. If I don't do anything, I will be here only. That is the gap. So what I have to do to bridge the gap and go there? That is gap analysis. So what are the steps the company has to take to achieve the desired profit? in another financial year. That is gap analysis. So we have seen Porter's 5 forces model. We have seen gap analysis. The only one thing remaining is balanced scorecard. We'll see now. Now we will see balanced scorecard. So last planning tool for this unit. So balanced scorecard. This is the tool used to evaluate the company performance, where it stands, and what can we do. Okay. So I have told you earlier, a company has to formulate a vision and strategy for itself. We have seen how to formulate a vision. Once we have our company vision and we have a strategy to implement to achieve the vision, there are 4 factors which affect our company performance: customer relationship, financial, education and growth, internal processes. Let us see financial first. Money is important, yes. So we'll take that first. Okay. Financial component of it. ROI. What is ROI? Return on investment. I invest something, I buy a machinery, I buy a land, I set up rent a building for a factory. That is my investment. I have to get something out of it, right? So that is return on investment. How much I get, when I get. That is my ROI. Return on investment, cash flow, financial results. Everything pertains to money here. What will be my ROI? Will it be worth it? Will my investment yield desired results? Cash flow. Cash flow means I have to manufacture in a long term. So for every month, how much I have to invest for working capital I have to have. For every month, how much raw material I have to buy. That is your cash flow. How much money I need every month. Financial results. What is the profit I get? What is the balance sheet? Profit and loss account. Balance sheet. Everything you have to work out and find out my cost. My financial stand. Where I stand money wise. That is financial. Education and growth. In a company I have to, where is education? I have to train my staff. My staff has to perform to attain my vision and mission, my objectives. So I have to train my staff. I have to send them for training. I have to bring in trainers in terms of soft skill, in terms of specialized technology, CNC, machinery, any new software that has been introduced in the market. I have to train them. In turn, the employee should have some job satisfaction. I have to know whether they are satisfied with the company in job. Yes. So, employee turnover. You know what is turnover? Employee turnover. I am not talking about financial turnover. Employee turnover means then in certain stages, employee may leave the organization due to various factors. But some of the cases he may not like the company and he may leave. That I have to understand and evaluate. Why he doesn't like the company? What I should do to retain him? So that is turnover. Training opportunity. As I told you, I have to train people. I have to deploy competent people to train them in new skills. Specialist knowledge and skills. So there is the latest technology coming up. My employees have to gear up to execute that, to manufacture that product or to develop that software. So that is specialist knowledge. So that in terms of education and growth. Okay, customer relationship. In a company, every process is customer oriented. Whatever we do for customers. You take example of education institution, we do for students. So that is customer relationship. So customers should be satisfied. Whatever we do, we have to aim for customer satisfaction. He has to go from our shop or our by buying our product, he has to be satisfied. So what I have to do? Customer retention. Customer retention means there is a customer buying my product. He buys my product, he uses it for some years, after 1 or 2 years, he feels the product is not working for him well, and there is another my competitor. He goes to that company to buy the same product which I manufacture. So I have lost my customer. Yes. So that should not happen. So once a company, customer buys a product from my company or my shop, my showroom, he has to come again to my showroom and buy the product. Probably a different version of it, advanced version of the product. But he has to come to my company only, to my showroom only. For that, what he has to do? That is customer retention. So you take your example, you go to a hotel, you feel that food is very good. You go alone, you feel that food is very good, the customer service is very good, you are satisfied with the ambience, you are satisfied with the quality, everything you are satisfied. So what do you do? So next month you have a party, birthday party you need to give to your friends. You take your friends along with you and go for that same hotel. So he has retained you, customer retention he has done. He has made you to come again, he has achieved 5 more people in the process. So that is customer retention. Delivery and quality performance. So delivery, what are the 2 famous delivery apps you use for food apps? Swiggy and Zomato. So you order a product from the same hotel in Swiggy. Later on, a month or 2 later, you order the same food, same dish from same hotel from Zomato. Once you order Swiggy, another you order from Zomato. What is the difference? Who is best? You evaluate. Isn't it? So that is delivery, how they bring. The same hotel, how they bring the product quickly to you. Who brings it quickly? Who brings it safely in now Corona time? So who is safer? So that is delivery and quality performance. Internal process. What happens inside the company? What are the manufacturing activity a person does? How safe he does it? How fast he does it? How efficiently he does it? How optimally he does it? So that is activity. Process alignment. So you take example of a manufacturing concern, there will be a shop. I mean, inside the industry, there will be a manufacturing process going. First raw material will come inside, this will happen, it will get processed, stage by stage, it will go and become an end product. So that is the manufacturing process that is going on. Process alignment means, whatever process it is happening, that has to get aligned to my vision and goal. I have to produce, I have to become number 1 in this industry. Manufacturing folks means my manufacturing process have to get aligned to that vision, my vision. So that is process alignment. Okay, and automation. So all the things need not be done manually. We can employ robots and do it in a faster and efficient manner. Certain manufacturing process involving heat and radiation. I cannot ask a person to stand for long hours with the heat and radiation in case of atomic power plant. So I employ robot to do that. Robot. So I automate my process. So that is a process alignment and automation. So we have come to the end of planning tools. Now I have a few things to say. Last video, most of you in your class have seen. Some of you have not seen. So try and share with your friends and try and see the videos. And also I have observed the view duration. I can see for how much duration you have viewed. I may not know your name, but on the average, how many duration you have seen my video, as I can see. So the view duration is very less. It was very less initially, now it has improved. So you have to see it fully to get benefited fully. I am taking a series of videos, lesson after lesson. So if you learn it fully and go for the class, when your teacher teaches you, it will be more useful for you to understand the concept and apply it for the exam. So, and I also encourage you to pause the video and answer the questions. You would have done in the previous video. Please comment your answers in that, and always you can post your questions, you can post your suggestions which I can improve the video. So I would request you and your friends to see the video completely, and more amount of people should see, the entire class should see, so that we can achieve results. So thank you for watching my video. I would request, if you have not subscribed to the channel, still I am seeing there are large views, 30-40 people have seen, but they have not subscribed. So for you to get the videos continuously, please subscribe to my channel, like it if you like the video, and share it with your friends. Thank you so much.
And now let us answer these questions. Take a company of your choice. Any company you take. Perform SWOT analysis for that company. Identify the strength, weakness, opportunity, threat for the company. If you go to the website, you can have information on the strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. If you are not aware, you can find out. Or in your opinion also you can write. Completely acceptable. But kindly do not write the SWOT analysis from the website. So that is of no benefit to you. Okay. So second question. In question number 1 above, what are the steps you recommend to handle threat to the organization? So you would have identified threat in while answering question number 1. So how would you mitigate the threat? Question number 3. Consider another company of your choice. Find out the products which are stars and problem child. So remember what is a star, what is a problem child. Make the list of products manufactured by the company. Identify which is star, which is problem child. Again, you have to do little research, find out from the company. So I'm sure you can do it. It's everything will be available on the website. You can see the product statistics. Everything will be available on the website, not directly but indirectly. Question number 4. What are the forces in Porter's model? So straight question. Fourth question is straight question for you. Yeah. So these are the questions. So try and find out. If you have any difficulty, you type in the comments section. I will help you. You can ask your faculty, take help of your faculty, and also you can do the activity. No issues. So try and answer all the questions. Thank you.